So in order to be able to do this, to be an audio engineer, you need to train your ears. You need to know what you want to hear. You need to know where you want a song to be going. And that takes years of training and years of listening, accurate listening to music and sounds, to try and find those things that really excite you and excite your ears. You need to learn how to hear the issues in something, how to hear a problem in certain frequencies that might be, making a sound bad. So you might have a recording of a guitar and it might have a little bit too much bass, or it might have a little bit too much treble, and it's not always just a case of turning up and down the bass or treble. It can be isolating the frequencies where those issues are and attacking them specifically, so as to not damage the rest of the overall sound. It's being able to hear what is good and what is bad, and again, that's based on your opinion. It can also be important to know what other people's opinions are. So it can be good to get used to what an average pop fan might think is a good sound for a kick drum or a vocal or reverb or something like that. Or if you're just wanting to record and make your own music for you, it's good for you to know and understand what is good and bad for you. And that can mean the difference between putting together a mix and then playing it back in a car and thinking, oh no, what have I done? That sounds awful. It can be finding those problems, to fix those problems while you're mixing and engineering, to avoid those sorts of issues. They tune their ears to hear the big difference a little change will make. So a very slight increase in volume on certain frequencies, or a little bit of extra reverb here or a little bit less there, like those very subtle changes, are the things that will not be as noticeable for the average listener. They won't be able to point out the change, but their brain will be more excited and more attracted to it, and enjoy it more, and the emotions will be affected more by those very careful, delicate changes. And again, trained or an experienced audio engineer can do that and has trained their ears to be able to do that. A beginner won't be so good at it, and they'll typically have too much reverb on something, too much EQ, because they if they're not, they need to do enough so they can hear it, and at that point it's usually too much. In saying that though, EQ and reverb and all those effects can be used in a creative way to make drastic changes to sound, and that's cool too, if that's the intention. If you're intending on taking a natural sound and just enhancing it very subtly, then you need to be able to do little changes that will make a little difference, and in turn a big difference on the overall result. An audio engineer needs to be able to hear where a mix should be before they get there. They will have the vision in their mind of the sound, and they'll know how to get themselves there through the experience that they have. They'll know what to cut, what to turn up, what to change, and that's again something that comes from years of listening and experimenting with audio engineering.